Number two, oh, perfect. Number two up is the Google business profile page. What used to be called the Google map listing, GMB, but now it's called the Google business profile as of maybe 6 to 8, 9 months ago. This is super important. This is the second step to a critical foundation, being that when someone's searching for you, I've heard of this company, PS Digital, who are they? I heard of this company, ABC Roofing, who are they? I do a Google search for you directly. This is your chance to make that powerful and effective online presence because you have complete control over this for the most part. A couple of things you want, this is it on the right-hand side. For example, I'll show you I'll do a live example. For example, PS Digital, I search here, and this is how it shows up on the right-hand side. You have your website. If you're a brick and mortar, you have your directions button. You could save it. You could actually make a phone call from here on your mobile devices. You capture reviews. Remember this, reviews are huge. So you generate all your reviews on Google. If you had a choice between Google and Facebook, you really want to focus. It really depends on how many reviews you have on each platform. But 9 out of 10 times, I would focus getting those reviews on your Google business profile and replying to those reviews, which we'll get into a little bit later. And let me just kind of stay on point here. Google business profile, you want to claim it. Anyone who searches for themselves online and you don't have one, nothing shows up on the right-hand side. You don't want to create a business profile. If you do show up on the right-hand side, your business name, but you're like, I have no access to this. I have no control. How do I get access to this? We could, we could help you out later on offline and get that all squared away for you. Completely complimentary to everyone on this workshop. So that's not a problem, but it's super important that A, you want to have one, and B, you want to have control. You want to, number 3 is complete every section. You want to be meticulous. You want to fill out the website, the phone, the website, the hours, make sure everything is up to speed and consistent between your website and this profile listing. You can select your primary and secondary categories. There's attributes you could add. There's from the business is number 7. You could put a description on what you do and what separates you from your competition. You could post on this platform as well, which is great for search engine optimization purposes. I'll show you how to make a post, upload photos on a weekly basis or on a monthly basis. You could actually do videos as well. You could have questions and answers. If you do get an incoming question, you want access to it, so you could reply to that question. You could provide that answer to that specific question. You could add your products and or services. And on the mobile, there's actually not only people could call you, but they could also message you through this platform as well. And the one thing you want to do is stay on top of this. There's always new features being rolled out. I'm going to show you the back end of a Google business profile now and show you how powerful it is. For example, I'll start out with the most powerful one. Here goes Lamia's Pizzeria. It used to be the Google business profile you were able to access with a blue canopy. It used to say it says business profile up here, but it went mainly from that app-based back-end dashboard to a browser-based. And this has been happening over the past 3 to 4 months, I would say. So that app is no longer available, what we're all used to for many, many, many years on how to get access to your business profile. Now, you're going to see it browser-based here. So it has the same functionalities, but it takes a little, even me, it took a couple of weeks to get familiar with where everything was. And it was just a little weird, and it kind of still is, but you make the best of it. So here's where you could edit the profile, put your business name. You have a primary, you could do secondary, you could do multiple categories here depending on your business. The description is over here, the opening date, telephone number, website, menu, location, he's brick and mortar, hours of operation, all the pertinent business information goes there. Now you could actually not only read your reviews, but more importantly, you could reply to these reviews. Is what you want to do on this platform. You want to obtain, generate, gather as many reviews as possible, but just as important as getting them, you want to reply to them as well. And try not just to do, yeah.
Quick question. How do you get the logo into your business profile?
Fine, great question. So there's at the photos, you could add a photo and here goes your logo. So now I could I could just boom, drop it in here. Now keep in mind, that's a great question, Wendy, because this logo, it just so happened to be Lamia's logo. Here's his website. It just happens to be his logo was perfectly circle and it just fits so nicely. So we didn't really have to modify it, tweak it, adjust it. It just kind of plopped in, if you will. You have to resize it. If you have a logo now and want it resized to fit this profile picture, just send us the logo and we'll resize it for you complimentary. That's not a problem. But for branding purposes, and I'm glad once again you brought this up, Wendy, because there goes your branding here, okay? And this is being consistent across all platforms. So getting back to the reviews, here's a message feature. The message feature looks like this. People could not only call you, but I like to place an order, get whatever they say. I want a new roof. I want this. I need that. And you could communicate with them via this platform as well. The photos we went over briefly, but here's the power of your Google business profile. There's a performance section. Granted, he's a pizzeria. He's going to get more volume than your typical listing, if you will, because everyone's getting pizza every night or whatever the case may be. But this is the power of it. Just in March alone, and we're only 15 days into March, he's gotten 326 interactions here. Let's just see. Let's take a full month of February, which is, and it shows you from the previous February, it's down 19%, but still, nonetheless, I mean, this is how many phone calls he's getting from this map listing. I'm sure directions is pretty big too. So people use this when they're looking for you. So make sure you have the power to represent yourself, the way you want to, with regards to getting reviews, your branding on the profile picture here, etc. So moving right along, I'll take a pause. And is there any questions as I lose my spot here? Are there any questions regarding the Google business profile? Okay. And if there's any at the end, feel free to ask away, or if you want to send me an email, make a phone call to me, that's fine. We could continue the conversation. Totally fine. Next up is reviews. Oh, good old reviews. They're, you want to, when you do a search for yourself, you're going to be getting reviews on multiple platforms that is just going to pop up. For example, Yelp, Angie's List, Facebook. And if I just do the search here for, what do we do? PS Digital. Let me just do PS Digital Agency. Fine. Here's our Google business profile, which looks awesome. And if I don't say so myself, and now as I scroll down Facebook, so you'll see more reviews here, 4.7 with 15. And then if I look for someone else, I'll look for Chef Matthew Alexander. Let's just take a quick peek. So here's his Google business profile, 206 reviews with a 5-star average. Awesome. As I scroll down here, this you're not going to see. The only reason why we see this is because we have access to this dashboard. Hence The end user will not be seeing this section here. It goes right to their website. So I scroll down, there goes images, Facebook here. All right, there's not, here goes, so comparably, whatever. Comparably is 271 votes. I don't even know. So this may, Chef Matthew wants to take a look at this and bump this up a little bit because it doesn't look that great, 2.5 stars here. So when you do a search for yourself, not only take a look at your reviews on your Google business profile, but what other reviews are showing up organically. And that's what this illustrates. If I could find it, I always lose my spot. This illustrates third-party review sites. This here is just the importance of reviews, how it builds trust. There's all these stats here, and it gets more and more every year that goes by. How to ask for reviews. You want to ask your happiest customers. You want to ask them after the service is performed. Ask for feedback so they can help you if they're unhappy. Yeah, so if they're unhappy, you could address it and turn that, that 1-star review into a 5-star review. If you do get a positive review, which you're going to get plenty of them, make sure to give thanks and mention the service that you did in the response. It's very important. For example, if I'm a tree service and someone's like, the 5 stars, the crew came out, they were on time, they did a great job, I'm going to reply back. Mr. Jones, thank you for hiring us at ABC Tree Service. It was a pleasure removing your trees in the backyard. Please feel free to, give us referrals down the road. Kind of be thoughtful and be as thorough as possible. Mention the services that you do offer. And, just avoid the simple thank you. It'll definitely help you show up a little bit higher in the rankings, and I'll address that kind of towards the end. If you get a negative review, you definitely, my recommendation is go to sleep, do nothing about it right away. Get a good night's sleep, you wake up in the morning, you read it again, you gather your thoughts and reply to it thoughtfully. Please note everyone's going to be reading your replies, because just as important as obtaining the reviews, it's same as important to reply to these reviews in a professional manner. I read a review on a handyman. He had some great reviews, and then I read his replies. This was like 2 months ago, and he just, like, someone gave him a 1-star review, and he went off on this person. And I'm like, damn! I go, this guy he sounds great. I was liking him at first, and then just the way he responded to that negative review with such frustration and kind of turned me off, just to be honest. And I'm like, wow, he's pretty nasty. He gets pretty, but anyway, so just be careful how you reply to those negative reviews. You can also reach out to that person, address the situation, resolve the situation, and then go back and say, hey, we fouled up, we made it right. We were hoping you could take your 2-star review and turn it into a 5, because they could log back in and revise their review. So that's another option you can do. Invite the user to discuss offline, and then have them go back in and adjust that review accordingly. There's 5 ways to get more reviews. Number 1, automated review follow-ups. You could have it in your email signature. You could do an email blast. You could place I'll show you some examples of the review badge on your website that makes it easy. Who should I show you? Lena. I'll show you this. So, oh boy. This is just a landing page, but if I scroll down, here goes the review button. Review us on Google. It'll go to her. Boom, I could write a review, that easy. Let me kind of get rid of that. Another one here, she has a review widget on here. Write a review, it's going to go to the same place. That's very nice. It makes 87 reviews with a 4.9. We obviously have access to this because you could see right here. Normally you would not be seeing this. So that's putting the badge on your website. Incentivize your team. If you're doing lots of volume, you're a swimming pool company, power washing company, whoever, you can incentivize your people after the job to ask the client for a review on the spot. They're going to have to log into Google to write that review. And I'll give you 2 tips right now. Please realize when people are, you need to have a, oh great, I'm not, need a Google account. Let me hit refresh. Let me see, you're not signed in. Bear with me. I was going to show you. I got to sign in. I'm usually signed in. I'm probably sync is on. Bear with me. Create a Google account. Okay, here. So for example, if you go in the top right, you'll see who you're signed in as. So on Google, use Chrome, by the way. Chrome is widely used. There's limited breakages that you find on this with regards to websites. On the top right, you'll always see a circle. Either you're signed in as someone. There goes my Google account. I'm signed in as brian.ledonne@gmail. So for example, if you want to create a Google account, don't think you need a Gmail email address to create a Google account. It's the same thing as like Facebook. When you sign into Facebook or any platform, banking or wherever, you need a username and password. Your username is any email address at Gmail, at Hotmail, at AOL, at yourcompanyname.com, whatever it is. When I create a Google account, because maybe I don't have one, and I'm sure there's lots of people that don't, and when you ask them for the review, they're like, it's asking me to sign in. What do you mean sign in? Maybe they have a Google account, maybe they don't. But if they're creating one, it says here Gmail. So you may think you need a Gmail email address to create a Google account. But under here in blue, you could use your current email address instead. I click this, and I could type in brian.ledonne@yahoo, brian.ledonne@psdigitalli.com, whatever your email address is. They try to get you to open up a Gmail email, but don't think you need one to create a Google account, because it's not the case. So now that you have, let me kind of get rid of some things here. Get rid of this, get rid of that. How you doing? Okay. Question or okay. Fine. So that's reviews, and that's one tip. You don't need a Gmail email address to have a Google account, and that's how you go about it, clicking that blue little link underneath. Second tip, if you're just starting out and you're looking to increase if you have maybe a 1-star review, for example, and you're like, oh my God, go to your best customers, of course, but also if you're networking, have your colleagues, your associates, people who you do business with, not necessarily your customers, but maybe a vendor of yours. Maybe it's someone you refer business to back and forth. Maybe it's your networking event. You should all, I know networking groups, they have 30, 40, 50, 60 people. If one person in the group or a bunch of people in the group are lacking their reviews on Google, they should ask the entire group to write a review, a professional review. Not lying and saying, oh, I had Tony come over and do a roof for me. And, I know Tony for a while. We're in the same networking group. He's always on time. He's professional. I know his customers really, really like working with him. Whatever the case may be, get those reviews as well. I'd even, for example, I'll wait until the end for that. But that's a second tip you can do to get lots of reviews right away. Okay, so that's reviews. Moving right along, it's 10:28. I will take a pause here. Are there any questions regarding the logo, the Google business profile, and or reviews?
Yeah, I have a question. How would you articulate a business profile for like a product? Like, is there a business profile for a product?
Yeah. So that's a great question, Ricardo. So basically, if you have a business, you're selling product, your e-commerce, whatever your company name. What is your company name, Ricardo?
I don't have one yet.
Okay, whatever the company name is, here, the SBDC of here, I'm gonna pick on SBDC of Ulster County real quick. They're a business. Here's their Google business profile. I would highly encourage the SBD, not only is today, March 15th, SBDC Day. I would recommend, or I would urge everyone on this to write a review for the Mid-Hudson Small Business Development Center. This 3.3, it just wasn't, it just wasn't paid, whatever. It just, it happened, and people are more prone to write negative reviews than positive reviews. And we got about maybe 30, 40 people here that could just add 5-star reviews to this Google business profile. Now, and you could do it as a test too. So now I'm signed in as brian.ledonne@gmail. I have to be someone, I have to have a Google account. And then when I go in, I want to write a review. Boom, I go right there, 5, and I could just say my experience working with Vanessa and the crew over at SBDC up in Ulster. I've worked with them, they're very responsive. Whatever my review is, whatever my professional review is, I'm gonna give them a 5-star, and I would urge you to do the same. Whatever your experience is with SBDC of Ulster, if you can help, I'm gonna disregard it now because I'm not in that frame of mind. But if you could be so kind to write Vanessa a review on this platform, that would be tremendous, because this 3.3 is not reflective of the work and services they provide. So back to your question, Ricardo, your business, as long as you have a business name, you could have a Google business profile. And one of the reasons why, we were basically discussing all the times people are looking for you, whatever your company name's going to be. PS Digital, Small Business Development Center of Ulster County. If anyone else wants to throw their business name out there, I could do a search and we could take a look at your Google business profile.
So I just have I have a random thing here. It's called Noka. Could we do like a review on that?
Noka, yeah, sure. Noka?
Yeah.
Where are you located?
It's just a smoothie that I have here. But I just want to see what it is that we look at when we see this.
So it's Noka Smoothies, smoothie. Here's Noka Superfruit Smoothie. This is, they're primarily in e-commerce, so it's going to look a little different, but what's the parent? Noka Superfruit Smoothie. This is their Google business profile, and they're really e-commerce heavy. So, but once again, you need a business name, and then, for us, the small, go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No problem.
No, I wanted to see if you could find my business.
Sure, no problem. Hang on one second. Let me just do Noka Organics. Noka Organics, they really, these guys are probably huge, but I don't know. It would be over here. Maybe I don't think they have one per se because it's not showing up. But that listing, what is your name, ma'am?
WM Security Services.
Security. Where are you
Security.
located?
Security.
That's fine. We'll just throw it in. WM, where are you based out of?
Goshen, Orange County.
We could always misspell it. And so here you are, WM Security Services.
Yeah, that's me.
All right, great. And the reason why I really wanted to misspell it is because as long as it's close enough and I put the Goshen, the area, it should serve like it did. So it did serve very nicely. All right, fine. So what's going on here? No reviews confirmed by the business 3 weeks ago. So it looks like you just established this, correct?
Yeah, I just opened the office about a month ago.
Well, congratulations. And
thank you.
Yeah. So basically let's take a look at your website real quick. Security, awesome. Feel secure at all times. So and you're going to kill me. I don't know your name. I'm sorry. What's
Wendy.
your name, ma'am? Hey, Wendy. So what Wendy could do is somewhere on the website, she could put that other button that has the review. And by the way, Wendy, it just makes it easy for people to write your review. You could go right here. I could click the read reviews. And if I want to get more reviews, here's the link I could copy and put this part of my signature or send it out via text, via email, and entice people. Because if I click this link, it's going to take me to the review. If I copy this, I think I copied it. If I go here and just paste, it's automatically going to take me to Private Chef Matthew, boom. So you could do that to really drum up reviews. And what else is going on? Yeah, WM Security Services, got your address. Are you home-based or that's an office?
This is an office, yeah.
Fine, so you have a brick and mortar, your location, your telephone number. She has more. Okay, fine. One thing you can do is post if you want.
Yeah, I would love to do that.
So posting, you're gonna go to add update. It's still add update here. This is where you would potentially make a post. You would say, I'm WM, we're new to the whatever you gotta say, add a photo, maybe of the logo, maybe an offer. The main thing when you post, you want to add your website. So I would go here, I go, where is she? I go grab this, I grab this link, copy, go back here, I plop it in there, paste. Now I'm optimizing this website. I'll put the photo. I'll say something very nice and thoughtful here. And then you could preview it, what the post will look like. And then you just post it. For example, if you go to PS, I use us as an example. It's just Chef Matt. I'll use Chef Matthew. I think he might post. Okay. Yeah, so Chef Matthew posts. This is where the posts show up, by the way. He has a call now. I got to call him up after and tell him to use. You want to use a learn more button where you could put your website there for SEO purposes. And these are his posts. Learn more. There he goes. Learn more. He's putting his link. So if I click the link, boom, it goes to his website. So, but he's doing it. But that's how you post. And this is what they look like. And that's posting. Probably post once a week. That would be my recommendation on the WM. And hopefully that answered your question. And Ricardo, yeah, that company name, once you get that company name, if you want to hide your address, I don't know if you're a home-based business, but if you are a home-based business, you don't have to put your address. You could hide it, because if I'm a tree service, I go out to consumers, I'm going to put maybe my yard or maybe my house, but then I'm going to hide my house address. I don't want people to know where I live, whatever the reason may be. And you'll have more of a service area. Like Chef Matthew, he has his home address. Oh, geez. JEH, I don't know. CMM, they have it's County Cesspool. County Cesspool, he is a home-based business. County Cesspool, here he is here. This is his listing. So he has no address. It's just mainly serving Suffolk County. He's a home-based business. So that's that. And moving right, I want to get into some good stuff. Well, I mean, hey, all those three things were great. Website, we got about 23 minutes left. So website is huge. Not only could you put your reviews on your website, your logo goes on the website, your look and feel of the website is based on the look and feel of your logo. And it's really the nucleus, because once again, this is the foundation. Once this is all solidified, then you could do advanced marketing, like maybe search engine optimization, email marketing, whatever it may be. Driving traffic to the website. You're going to be spending money driving traffic, whether it's social as well, driving traffic to the website. You could sit there and say, hey, I had 1 million visitors on my website, but no one contacted me. That's a problem. You want to make that website convert. What convertibility means, highly convertible, means that people who visit your website are able to get in contact with you, whether it's a phone call on the website, whether it's a form fill on your website, whether it's a phone call on one of your Google ads, whatever it is. You just want to make it easy for them to land on your website and interact with you. So you want to make it mobile responsiveness. What that means is you want to make it mobile optimized. I can't tell you, here's another huge tip for websites. I can't tell you how many business owners never, ever looked at their website on the mobile device, the iPad, the iPhone, the Android, whatever it is. That's where a majority of your traffic is coming in from. You go out to restaurants, you look around, everyone's glued to their phone. I don't care how old you are. My father-in-law, 75. I hope he doesn't watch this. He's glued to his phone. He's glued to his phone on the restaurants. Any chance he gets, you all look around the website. And I obviously I'm passionate about this because we don't take the phones into the restaurants, but nonetheless, everyone's searching on their mobile device. So your website should be mobile optimized. You want to have lots of CTAs, call to action buttons, call now, request more information, request a quote, buy now, whatever you're selling, whatever, if it's a service, if it's an e-commerce website, make it easy for people to get directions, make it easy for people to interact with you. And whatever your goals are, selling services, get directions, making a phone call, and the website's going to build trust. I'm just going to move a little bit quickly here. Build trust, reviews from third-party websites. You want strong visuals. I'll show you some strong visuals, actually. This stuff is powerful because, like, if you take Smithtown Landing, I mean, these visuals, I even show you East Wind. There's another, this East Wind. I mean, this is the power of Sunday, April 9th. Oh, okay. So this is the power of the visuals here. This here, the vineyard. Oh, wow. Boom. That's the real deal. You know, these are real pictures. So always try to use authentic, original pictures of your own. And what you can do nowadays, you don't necessarily need a video guy. You could just whip out the phone and you can make your own videos and put them on your website as well. So very interactive here. Now check out these websites. Request quote. Boom, goes to the quote page. Go back to the home. Contact us. This probably goes to the contact page. Fine. But keep in mind, when you go to the mobile version of this website, you're going to be seeing lots of buttons of call now, request quotes, anywhere you go. More about us. I click this button. Contact us. There's more videos down here. Same thing with, for example, ML Best. This here, there's a button, there's a form fill there. Get a schedule an estimate. Hit refresh on this. It's still loading. Don't mind me. Free. So lots of buttons everywhere. Another one I want to show you is content. When you do content, make sure your website showcases all of your services. He's a pool builder. He does pool closings. He does openings, covers, liners. If you click pool leak detection, it's going to go to lots of information all about leak detection. I go to closings, and no one's reading this. This is mainly for the search engines to index or to scroll your website and to serve you up even higher when someone's searching for that pool closing. People are going to read the bullet points. Yeah, fine. Winterization, disconnect, I read enough. Blowing up, boom, they do it all. And make it stand out. The design functionality of it is very important as well. If you just have a website with just tons of words and sentences, and there's really no breaking points within that website, you're going to lose people, especially if there's no telephone number, there's no form fill. They're going to say, how do I contact these people? So make sure and take a look at your website on the mobile phone, please. Educational content, we went over that. Availability, build trust, I went through all that here. Promotional videos, I showed you. Are you qualified? I saw the WM, you had, you're part of the Goshen Chamber of Commerce. Put those different organizations you're part of on your website, because it builds credibility. Offer on, oh yeah, the offer, we saw that the Easter Sunday brunch. So you could do a pop-up. For example, I think Anthony's were glazing. Let's take a quick peek here. Okay, so he has an Easter special as well. So you put the specials up front. You could even repeat the special over here, making sure if the message is consistent. So this is all about the great user experience, strong professional design. I mean, look at this design. I mean, if I'm looking for a reglazing and I want to, oh, before, after. Okay, I'm liking it. These are real pictures too. You can tell there really is. Some websites like that. Well, this one, actually, guess what? These are his photos. These are some you could tell when they're kind of generic or fillers, or so. You use the authentic pictures and make sure if you're going to take the before and afters, if you're in that type of business, try to position yourself in the same spot on the before and then take that after, and you can have some fun using this type of showcasing your services before and afters. That, what else? Strong ongoing up. Man, you want to make sure it's done on the proper platform. I can't tell you how many times we get clients that come in. I'm not going to mention any platforms, but their widgets are broke, their links are broke, it's down, it's make sure you're on a reputable platform with a reputable agency building you a very highly convertible, effective, and powerful website. You'll be pretty good, and there'll be maintenance involved as far as always adding photos, maybe adding an additional page every time you take on a new service. So the websites, I'll stop there. We have 15 minutes to get into Google Ads, which is my, which I absolutely love, because everything we're discussing, the logo, the reviews, the Google business profile, and then your website lead right into your Google Ads campaign. Any questions on the websites?
Yeah, before you go, Brian, I wanted to add that Google into my website, the Google reviews.
Yes. You would not, I'm not familiar with the back end. I don't know what platform this website is built on.
This is
But-
Square, I think. Is it Square?
But yeah, we could always, we could at the end, Wendy, we could always take a look and see if we could put it on for you. We don't like, we do a lot of things for members and helping out associations and everything. But if we are, this isn't our website, it's not our platform, we could take a look at it and we may be able to add it, or we may not be, but we'll take a look at it when we're done.
Awesome, thanks.
No problem at all, Wendy. And then, oh boy. Moving right along is Google Ads, which is my favorite. So basically Google Ads is when we were just talking about when people are looking for you, that powerful and effective online presence. Here is when people are searching for your service, but they're not really quite sure who they're looking for. For example, if I'm looking for a chef. So now, chef services near me. So this is Google Ads. They used to be called ads up here, but now they're called sponsored. So they're really sponsored ads, but now they're just called sponsored here, sponsored. So if I click on this, Google Ads is pay-per-click advertising. It's when you want to showcase or broadcast or market a particular service or product in a particular area, you want to put on the Google Ads campaign. You want to create an account, you want to build a robust campaign. And what it does is it's a pay-per-click performance model, meaning if I'm looking for a tree service and I'm a tree company, tree removals, I show up in areas I don't normally show up, but I want to target new palts, fine. So my keywords are tree removal or tree service. The town is New Paltz. My ad shows, let's take a look. We'll do a tree service in New Paltz. Tree service in New Paltz. So we'll get into this at the end. This is local service ads. This is a Google guarantee. Don't worry about this right now, but the Google ad is right here. So if I were to click on this person's ad, this is what the ad looks like. If I click on this, he has a budget, and that is a pay-per-click model. going to cost the business owner a couple of bucks for every click. I say couple of bucks because it really depends on the service that you're in, the areas that you're targeting, what season we're in, and what your competition looks like in that particular area. That cost per click is different for everyone, every industry. What you really want to start tracking on Google Ads is not necessarily the click, but that's how you're going to be paying for. It's a pay-per-click model, but you want to track conversions. And that's why if I click on this ad, which I'm not, it's going to take us to his website. He paid $5 for that click. I'm on his website. If that website doesn't entice me to engage with that business owner, meaning calling him now, filling out a form for a quote, it's just a wasted click. It's a waste of $5. That's why the website's job is to convert that click to a conversion. Conversions are, once again, I repeat, phone calls, form fills, shop now, purchase, etc. You want them to interact with your website and get in contact with you to do business. That's what we're here for. Especially if you're spending money to drive traffic to your website, you better make sure they call you after that. Specials, offers, promotions on the website, whatever the case may be. So this is Google Ads. The reason why, I'm not going to read all this, but the reason why people search on Google when they're ready to act. Okay, that's a good point. The difference between Google Ads and Facebook and sponsored ads is when people are on Google, they have intent. I have a tree I'm looking to get removed. I have a dinner I want a personal chef to cook for us. I have a toilet bowl that has a crack in it. I'm looking for a plumber. I'm going to Google to search for someone to solve my problem. I have intent. I'm not going there. If I do research and I'm just bouncing around, fine, no ads really would show, but the plumbers are going to target people that are looking for leaks. The tree company is going to target people that are looking to get their trees removed, and so on. 90% of all searches in the US, approximately 90%, they're all done on the Google search engine. That's why we talk about Google so much. The Yahoo, the Bings, the DuckDuckGos, that takes up about maybe the other 10% of the market share. So if you're going to invest, you want to invest into Google Ads first. Obviously, we have companies that do Google Ads on Google with us. They do it on Bing. They do sponsor. They do a little bit of everything. But keep in mind, Google, you're intent driven. You're going to get qualified leads. And if you build the campaign the right way and your website is convertible, you're going to get a very low cost per conversion or cost per lead, which at the end of the month, that's what you're looking at. What was my cost per lead? So this is the makeup of the search engine results page. You'll hear it could be called a SERP, search engine results page. There's the local services are at the top. I'll address that at the end, which we're kind of getting there. The Google Ads, which is pay-per-click, shows up here. They used to be called ads. Now they're sponsored. Same thing, pay-per-click. Your Google business profile used to be Google My Business. Now it's a Google business profile, shows up here. And then here goes organic is underneath. And here's the makeup of this page. Local services, Google Ads. This is your Google business profile. This is what it looks like when someone's searching for your service in the area that you target. And then here's organic, Angie's, Yelp, Mountain Care, Yellow Pages, Home Advisor. You should see another ad towards the bottom, okay? And there really is no bottom anymore. It just keeps going and going, by the way. They kind of got rid of that bottom, I think maybe 6 months ago. So getting back to Google Ads, now local service ads, if you're any of these services, you could do a pay-per-call model. We could click these guys all day long. They're not paying per click, they're paying per phone call. There's a tracking telephone number in this advertisement that they'll be paying $30, $50, $60 a phone call. And that's what it is. It's a pay-per-call model. These are the services Google allows it for a lot, all the home service related businesses. Also, there's a few professional verticals that they've added called Google Local Screened, where you pay per call as well. Real estate, financial advisors, and lawyers. Your pay per call depends on what industry you're in and what area you're targeting. Same concept as pay per click, Google Ads. But once again, you're not paying per click, you're paying per phone call. And Google Ads is for everyone. You could be any business you want, t-shirts, the security business, small business development center, a business valuation company, doesn't matter. I target those keywords in a particular area. Boom, I make my ad, they click the ad, go to my website, and they convert. They call me, fill out a form, etc. This year, you're limited. There's about 24. They actually added a few more. But for the most part, it's home services related as a pay-per-call model. If you're one of these categories, definitely get on local service ads, which this is here. It's Google Guarantee. Basically, what it means is you go through a vetting process. They do a background check on you, the business. It takes about maybe a week to get signed up, and then you get the green check mark. Me as an end user looking for tree service and I see the green check mark, you get warm and fuzzy. You're like, oh, okay, wow, they're Google guaranteed. Fine. So, it just, you get more action being Google guaranteed than not. And plus you show up at the top if you're Google guaranteed. If I click this, here's all the folks that are Google guaranteed. And then here goes the ones that are not. I mean, these guys at the bottom, they're not really getting any phone calls here. Probably not. So the name of the game is to get guaranteed, to get verified. And then another key component here is reviews, is how one of the reasons or algorithms they have to make you show up higher than your competitors. And you could say this guy's 222 and he's in the third position. It's not the only thing they look at is reviews, but it is very heavily weighted is reviews on how you rank on this platform. Reviews, your responsiveness, meaning how quick you are able to pick up the phone. If you're missing phone calls, that's going to go against you. But that's pretty much it. I know we have about 4 minutes left. I want to see what's left on this slide. I think I have two little Google local services. This is what they look like. Here's on the mobile version. Here's on the desktop. They appear above the Google ads. That's why you should sign up if you're one of those services. Google local services, be at the top of Google. We kind of went over this briefly. There's more Google local services. Yep. And there goes your questions. I'm kind of going through it quick. We have a couple of minutes. What you want to do now, I would urge everyone just to whip out your phone or on your desktop, just take a look at what you look like. That's the first thing. Look up your company name. Do you have a Google business profile? And then do it on your mobile phone. And then take a look at your website on the mobile phone. Do you like what you see? How many reviews do you have? Is your website convertible? Are you replying to the reviews? Would you call yourself? Like, ask yourself those questions, because people are referring and recommending you, and that powerful and effective online presence is super huge with regards to business, period. Because I tell you one thing, you can count the amount of referrals you do get, but you can't count the ones you're not getting. So if you do have that lackluster, like whatever's SBDC of Ulster as a 3.3, we'll help them out, get those 5-star reviews up there for Vanessa and company. And you don't know what you're missing because people pay attention to those reviews. There's 2 other extras for 2023 as we have 2 minutes left. You should have a YouTube channel. If you need help with this afterwards, feel free, reach out. We'll create that YouTube channel for you. Apple Maps is another place you want to be. Keep in mind, you need a brick and mortar to be on Apple Maps. If you're a home-based, if you want to hide your address, you're not going to appear on Google Maps. If you're a plumber and you have an address and you want to put your home address, so be it. You'll be on Apple Maps. But 2 little extras there you want to take advantage of. It's pretty much, I know your time is valuable and I don't want to keep you. We're gonna open it up to questions, of course. But I wanted just to stop here and thank you for everyone's 1 hour. If you need to contact me directly, here's my office line, my mobile, my email, our website at PS Digital LI for Long Island, li.com. I urge or recommend everyone to write a review for Stony Brook Small Business Development, Stony Brook, Ulster County Small Business Development Center on their Google business profile platform. If you found this workshop valuable, interesting, you want to share your experience, feel free to write us a review at PS Digital. We encourage, write your honest feedback, what you thought of the workshop here. And keep in mind, it doesn't end here. Couple of final thoughts as we hit 11 o'clock. Don't let your competition get too far ahead. If you're lacking on these fundamentals, these critical foundation elements, address it now. You're in business. You want to make money. You want to grow. You want to hit your goals. So this is going to help you get there. It's either going to help you or hurt you. So have it help you. Make sure, get all of these 5 fundamentals in order, get control over everything. Make sure you own your website, you own your domain name, you own your Google map listing, you reply to the reviews, and take advantage of it today. You know, time's ticking. So that's all I have. I'll open it up to questions. It's 11:01. If anyone wants to chime in and ask a question, feel free. I hope everyone enjoyed it. I know it's only 1 hour. And anyone have anything?
Hi, Brian.
Yes.
This is Nikhil Kumar. My wife and I have a business called Simply by Simi. It's in our name. We have a website.
Where are you located?
We're in Monroe, New York. SIMPLI. But it's actually a home-based business. We don't really have a physical presence.
Okay.
It's, if you look at, I can text it to you. Let me just put in the chat.
SIMMI, I think.
Simply by.
Yeah, I see a buzz file here, for example.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, this is just like a listing. Yes, just take a peek.
We do have a website.
Okay. I mean, if you're a home-based business, you definitely should have that Google business profile on the right. You see, now it's making it hard for me to find you, and not that, you know, I found this here, I found your telephone number here, but there's really no powerful presence. Go ahead, I'm listening.
If you get rid of the Y on Simply and make it an I, and then get rid of Monroe, New York. Yeah. We have. Does our website come up?
Yeah, I think here it is.
Yeah.
Simply by Simi. This
Yeah.
should be it.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So it looks like an e-commerce. You're selling. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very hard to find. You know, you should have that Google business profile here. Easier for me to find you.
Yeah.
Now that I did find you, let's take a look at the website, home products, our history, where to buy. Any particular, what's your question, sir?
Well, setting up the Google business profile. How do we?
Oh yeah, well, definitely. We'll hook you. Well, contact me afterwards and set up probably 10 minutes, I would say, and we'll start the process of getting your Google business profile. There'll be a verification card that goes to your address. That takes about 5 days.
Okay.
Once we receive that verification, we're going to enter it in. We'll get you verified.
Yeah.
We're going to optimize it for you, and then we're going to pass it off to you where you're going to own this.
Okay.
And this goes for anyone. And Simi, and thank you for bringing this up. Anyone who needs help with their Google business profile, either creating one, optimizing one, is completely complimentary to the Ulster County Small Business Development Center members. So take advantage of it. And Simi, seriously, reach out to me. Send me an email. Let me know when you're available. We'll do a Zoom share. We'll
Okay,
spend 10 minutes, then we'll get the code and then we'll put it in. I'll show you how to work it to your advantage.
okay, great.
Thank you.
I'll reach out. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, Brian.
No problem at all. Thank you for attending. Is there anyone, not really sure who's left? Any other questions? Want to take a look at the website? Remember to write those reviews. The reviews are reviews for Stony Brook first. Go hit Stony Brook. Hit Ulster County Small Business Development Center first, and then circle back to us and let us know.
All right,
How
so I
you-
have a question.
Yes.
All right, so if I have a business and it's in real estate, it's actually coaching. It's dawnpricecoaching.com.
I'm just gonna do Dawn Price Coaching. I just looked for you. I heard about
Yep.
Dawn Price Coaching Services. Let me just do a quick search. Dawn Price. All right, so no map listing. This could
yeah.
be-
It's all new.
Okay. Oh, okay, fine. Hey, congratulations.
Yeah, we finished we're launching the website is being launched today. So no, this is not me.
Oh, okay. Well, all right, fine.
So now and I can plug that into my website.
Well,
The Google Business, can I plug that in so the reviews go straight over?
Yeah, 100%. You could get a link like this, just get a link here on your website where it just makes it easy. If I'm ML Best Construction and they're like, where do we write it? Just go to my website, click the link on the bottom, the Google review button. Yeah, so you can
Okay.
put this on your website. It just makes it easier for people, like give people the least resistance for them to write you a review. I mean, look at our least resistance. We have a QR code. We make it nice and easy. I'm kind of teasing, but make it nice and easy for anyone to write you that review. And it looks like you need a Google business profile and you could link your website to it. You could link generate the reviews. I mean, look, you want to see some powerful, check this out. Like, for example, if I'm looking for Manzo Plumbing, I heard about these people. They're in Wantaw. I mean, 756 reviews with a 4.8 average. He's doing Google ads over here. There goes a sponsored ad. Here he comes up organically. Like, this is a powerful, like, I could find him easily. And it didn't happen overnight. Like, he didn't wake up one day and poof, it was there. It takes work. Lots of work, but you got to get started. You got to get the foundation. You got to control everything and slowly build and build and build.
Yep. Nope, that makes sense. Yeah, it just, you know what, it's the beginning when like the website was launched. It's all, and today I'm making the big announcement that I'm, for the real estate coaching services. So, and training and speaking. So it's really a lot that goes on. But at the top, my LinkedIn comes up. So that's a good thing.
And you have tons of real estate professionals. I don't know. There's about 20,000 of them on just Long Island alone.
Just, yeah. And
You're
yeah,
gonna be very busy.
I hope so. And then I'm expanding because I used to teach this nationally. So I have a lot of connections nationally. So hopefully this will all just go smoothly after today. But I'm expecting bumps in the road.
Nope. And if you need help with the Google business profile, feel free to reach out. We'll take care of it. Completely complimentary.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
No problem, Dawn. Thanks for attending. Anyone else? As we approach the 11:08, I'll give it 2 more minutes and then we'll wrap this up. And take a look at what you look like online. Very important. I think we're good. It's like popcorn, right? It's slow. It's like a baby putting the baby down. There's the crying slowing down. Not that anyone's crying or anything, but you know what I'm saying, so.
It looks like you have one more request to look at Hearts to Hearts Staffing Solutions.
Sure, let's go. Hearts to
That's in the
hearts.
chat.
Let's see, staffing agency. I'll spell it wrong on purpose. Yeah, Hearts to Hearts is there. Okay, so Heart to Heart, and where is Heart to Hearts and where are they located?
Doesn't say. Geraldine, are you with us still?
In New York. I mean, see, Hearts to
Larchmont.
Hearts. Larchmont, let me just do Larchmont. Yeah, their Hearts, this is probably them here, they're, but nothing, no Google business profile, which is, you know, which is easy to get, but let's just go to their website. Does this look like them? Designed by blah, blah, Larchmont, they're in Larchmont here, Larchmont, New York. This could be them potentially. Oh, healthcare staffing solutions, awesome.
She says, yes,
they
that's the one. That's it.
Okay, and then definitely, yeah, the GMB, I know, they always change it. It used to be Google My Business, now it's Google Business Profile, but you should definitely have a Google Business Profile, because once again, I'm not really sure which one you are. It just, you confuse, you lose, and if you're able to make it easier for the end user to find you, the less likely they would be, not, you know, the less likely they would go somewhere else. But yeah, we can help you out. Feel free. But the website looks pretty good. Just a quick, I mean, my main thing is I take the phone out and I'll look at what you look like on the mobile device, because 70, I'm going to go like on across the board, there's anywhere from 60 to 80% of all of your traffic is coming in from the mobile device. And that's all we got. We're going to wrap it up now. And if anyone has any questions, contact information is there. Thank you again. Vanessa, do you have anything, any final thoughts, words?
I want to thank everybody for joining us today. Thank you, Brian, for a great presentation. Got lots of great feedback already. Everybody says thank you. They love the presentation. I am going to send out a survey. So please, when you get that, folks, just take a second and give us your feedback about how the presentation went, and any feedback otherwise that we can collect. It always helps us be better.
Okay.
Other than that, I think that's all I have.
Thank you, everyone.
Visit our website. Sorry.
What went? Go ahead, Vanessa.
You can visit our website at, I put the link in the chat box if you're interested in any kind of counseling services. It's nysbdc.org. That's the New York State, the New York SBDC website, and you can request counseling services. And, you know, we have services for all sorts of things. So don't worry, we will be able to help you.
All right, awesome. All right, great. Thanks, Vanessa. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, Brian.
next
Thanks,
time.
everybody. Thanks, Danielle.